Hey, you guys. That's better. It is cold. Oh, God, it's so cold. I hate it. I hate it. My toes are frozen. I had to go out because I had to go outside because Roscoe will not go outside unless I physically walk out there with him because he does not have, he's a very short haired dog. I need to get him a sweater. Anyway, sorry, I'm laying in bed and the bed is creaky and that's just that. But I have an electric blanket that I'm under and I want to stay here. We are in the middle of Snowpocalypse 2026. It has arrived. And we just have to deal with it. You know what I hate is waking up to a bunch of drunk people in the morning. That is so annoying. Of course, I made the choice to go there and listen to that, but just unsubscribe. Close your eyes. Annoying. You know what? I'm going to put a link out here if anybody. I haven't seen you guys in a while. I've been dealing with life. It's been real hard. And that's pretty much what I got going on. And then it got cold and I don't want to go outside. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, hope everybody's safe and warm and was prepared. If you're um, in the path of this, it's a big system. It covered lots of states. I bought lots of water, and we have natural gas to the house. So if the power goes out, we still have heat. Um, so I won't die. So that's good. But yeah, we have gas heat, lots of water. During the middle of the storm last night, I was out doing a bunch of laundry. Um, I'm going to take it as an opportunity to catch up on some house stuff that I've been needing to do. I've got some organizing of things that I need to participate in. Also, I want to go Wingstar. I'm glad you're here. Wingstar is my road dog for life. I love you so much. Uh, Anyway, sorry, I had to refresh because I went to YouTube to do that and then it fucked up. But anyway, I'll be on man boots. Everybody's being rude, saying shit. Like, I have to put on this act almost, I guess. Like, it's just like fight or flight mode the whole time. Moon Boots is being rude to me. People in chat saying shit. And then here's my bright star. He's like, Mills Bells is the best. Everybody shut up and calm down. And it just cracks me up so much. I may not be saying anything to you up there while I'm up there, but just know I'm seeing you for sure. Sometimes I don't pay attention to the chat. If there's a whole lot of people saying a whole lot of stuff, I zoom in on my phone so that I can only see the panel and I don't even have the option to click on the comments because there's no point in reading all of that. So, but hey, to those people that want to top all this stuff, keep letting your fingers fly. I don't know. But when it's like hot and heavy and people are really going at it or they're really going at me, like I can't read all that because it's, for one thing, too distracting. But yeah, I bestow upon you, Queen Wingstar, a shining wrench in the Mel's army. Or wait, should I call it the Mel's Mafia? Speaking of Mafia, where's Tiff Mafia? Tiff Mafia, I done heard some things about you since you made your last appearance. Turns out you're a real big slutty person. Slutty cunt person. Now, I'm not trying to slut shame because I've had some slut phases in my life, which is so funny. When a man wants to insult you, they're just like, you're a whore. You're a hoe. I'm sorry I've gotten more sex than you. I'm sorry people don't want to sleep with you. Is that my fault? Is that my fault because I'm so sexy? No. And you don't overdo it. You're not like cussing everybody out. And I think you just say enough for me to know that you're there and that you love me. And that's all I need. Y'all, I don't think I'd be surviving if it wasn't for I need to get, okay. I'm in the middle of doing laundry and all my socks are in the laundry right now. So I have no socks on. When I go outside, I have to put my slippers on with no socks, and then my feet are just frozen now because it's 10 degrees. There's snow and ice on the ground. But our laundry room is outside, you know? So that's that. I passed the fuck out last night. I didn't even remember going to sleep. I ran around all day yesterday. Well, not all day, most of the day. And then I think I was just so worn out. I don't even remember. I woke up this morning and my lights were on. All this stuff was on. Like you could tell and I don't remember the last time I slept like I had to have slept 8 hours. You know what I mean? Like I slept so long. That's a long time for me. What's the temperature there, Wingstar? Actually, it's not going to be Mel's Mafia. It's going to be the Kingdom of Mel's. And you're my shining knight. It's 8 degrees. Can you believe we're almost the same temperature? Can you believe that? I'm as cold as New Jersey. Shit. The Kingdom of Males. And BTP, you are also a white knight in the Kingdom of Males. We're the same. So, Wingstar, I'm going to die if I go outside. I'm not built for this. What's crazy is like 2 days ago, it was in the 70s. And then in the 60s the day after that. And now it's 10 degrees. I'm going to die. You should have heard it though. So, about 3 o'clock yesterday, it is a state of emergency. It's emergency. What I find so fascinating when I was talking to Burns about the whole Ted Cruz leaving Texas thing, it's like it's admirable to these type of men for men to act like they don't give a fuck and to go on vacation and not care. It really says something about the mentality of white males that are like him, that are very close-minded individuals, and that the political climate has made them comfortable in saying out loud how it's okay to not give a shit about your fellow humans. But at least they don't try to hide it anymore, you know? But it is so sad. Yesterday, after I got home and was hibernating, I was watching a bunch of old interviews on YouTube. Different interviews from like the old days, like 50s, 60s, even before that. It was so interesting. But it was like this level of class that existed, a level of humanity and caring, even whenever people were talking about such high profile topics like slavery. I mean, that was still a very much discussed thing. Slavery hadn't ended that long ago, but it's astonishing to me how real ugly people are. It's sad. Well, why should he care? He should be able to leave the country. Why should he stay with the people? Yeah, I guess you're right. Why should he stay with the people? Why should he act like he wants to help somebody? Why should he get in the middle of it and hand out food and supplies and diapers? And, why should he do any of that? It's like character means nothing anymore. Well, of course he wasn't elected to do that. Of course he's not paid to do that. But when you're in a position of what should be good and greatness, shouldn't you be showing that you're good and that you care about people? I mean, it's just sad. It's just a sign of the times, how little people care about others. And I do think it is a minority. I think for the most part, people do want to be good and care, but the minority is so loud. I mean, you see how they act whenever they don't like your answer or they can't sway you, then they call you a cunt or they call you stupid. Just it's really sad. But, you just got to dig through all of that to find the good in people. To have to, it's like I'm not going to explain to you why somebody should be a good, decent person and do good for their fellow humans. If you don't know that and you can't understand that, it is not worth engaging in that debate. I agree with that. Anytime somebody starts calling you a cunt or you're just retarded, it's like, okay, you feel better now? And what I really liked the most was when he kept saying, "This is why women can't lead." because of your emotions. And meanwhile, he's like yelling and cunt every word. And dude, uh, you do realize you're emotional right now, right? That I wanted to laugh so freaking hard. And I could, he'd ask me a question. I couldn't get the whole thought out. He'd just start talking over me. It's like, you can't, you don't know what a real debate is, you know? And by the way, just because you see somebody on YouTube hanging out on a panel, it don't mean you're watching that all day. I see and I watch things like that to know you're a shifty motherfucker. And I'm out. But that is just great. I love it when a man starts talking about how emotional women are and they don't think, they just lead with their emotions. Meanwhile, they're getting angry. They're acting desperate by pulling out weird names to call you. Well, you said you think this way and you feel this way. And it's like, did I? You have zero idea what I believe. It's just because I think it's funny as hell that Ted Cruz is such a little worm that he books it every time Texas gets cold. Dude, isn't he not even from Texas? I don't know. This is not Texan like. We stick it out and also we help our fellow Texan. It does one thing about it. Oh, there's somebody backstage. Is that the real you? I hope it is, or we're screwed.
It's me.
Is it
It's
the?
me.
It's the real party.
What's good, girl?
Potty. Somebody called me an ignorant, retarded cunt because I think it's funny that Ted
Again?
Cruz is a
Again?
worm. Yeah, that Ted Cruz is a worm for abandoning the people every time it gets cold in Texas.
Second time.
Don't you
Didn't he
think? I thought it was
didn't he
funny.
learn didn't he learn the first time?
He don't care.
Well, you
The-
know what? He won. So fuck him.
Ted Cruz likes being a joke.
They'll keep
Apparently,
they'll keep on voting him in. It don't matter.
people are real disgusting, potty.
I don't understand that. How
So
do the
remember
people of
the guy
Texas let that go?
you remember the guy that because he's going to vote how they want him to. So it doesn't matter what his moral compass is like.
I mean, I just
As long as we
how,
oppress women and minorities, he's all good.
how do you just
Um,
leave? And I don't want to
you
hear like the last time this argument was. I remember first of all, he left and he didn't come back because he wanted to get back to his constituents. He came back because he got caught at the airport. That's why
I
he came back.
I wish you were over there at Moon Boots because I was just that guy Burns that you and him got into it one time on my panel. Remember
Yeah,
him?
when he said USAID, which is basically USAID, didn't give food. Like, what the fuck
Yeah,
is he even thinking?
yeah.
What
He's
what are you
real
thinking?
ignorant about stuff. But
Uh,
he
uh,
started calling me a cunt and ignorant because I was laughing about Ted Cruz leaving Texas and how, like
how can he even argue
if
about that?
if anything, like, don't you think on a moral level you should
Of
help people?
course,
Like, I don't.
yeah.
It was
But you
weird.
know what? In today's world, though, Mel's, like you get answers. Like I got answers when I kind of made a big deal on my YouTube channel the last time he did it. When he got caught at the airport and pictures
Hmm.
and photos all came out and he was like, oh fuck. So the motherfucker flew back right away to Texas talking about, I don't know what y'all talking about. I dropped my kids off. I came back. Bitch, you wasn't coming back.
I was just sending my kids out of the country.
Yeah, bitch, you ain't coming back. So
That's
so
funny.
yeah, and it's Cancun. So it's like let's see when you book them tickets, big boy. I guarantee it was the day of. You know what I'm
Also,
saying?
Burns is the one that he escalates things to start. He starts yelling and calling you names, and then he's
That's
like, and then he's like, "See, you're emotional."
Oh my
This is
God.
why women can't be leaders. Because you, the
Well, the men
cunt,
certainly ain't
you're
doing too
emotional.
well right now. How's the men doing right now being leaders? That ain't
That's
working
exactly
out
what
so
I
well,
said.
is it?
I said, yeah, because they've done such a great job so
Yeah,
far.
that's not working out too good. I mean, look
What
around.
is?
Look, if you look around, it's probably the countries ran by women are probably doing better. I don't know, but I mean, I don't ever see no bitches out there saying, "Oh, I'll nuke his ass." You know what I'm
That's just
saying?
so sad to me because it just really puts on display the ignorant mentality that so many people have, and there's no changing it. You
It's
can't
cool.
educate. They're
It,
they're already very uneducated type of people, so they don't seek knowledge and change. And for me, if I have, if somebody presents me with an idea that I normally would be opposed to, but they're like, yeah, well, A, B, and C, and D, and this is why this is, and I'll be like, you know what? You're right. You have
you
to
listen to
be,
them. You
yes, you
listen to them.
listen. You have to be an educated person and not ignorant to be accepting of that and to understand that that's important as a human to be able to change your mind.
You want to know what ignorant is? Hold on a second.
I hear your wind chimes.
Here's what's ignorant, Mel's. Ignorant is when the first time Ted Cruz did this shit. Ignorant is saying, if you're from Texas, saying, well, Ted Cruz, what's he going to do? He's not an electrician. Like,
Yeah,
that's ignorant.
that's
That's ignorant.
exactly the arguments he was
But that's ignorant. That's
enacting.
ignorant. Right?
Well,
That's
what do you
ignorant.
think he's supposed
That's
to do? All his job is to vote on laws.
sure.
And it's
Well,
like,
you
yeah,
know what?
I guess you're right. I guess it's not his job to be like a decent
That's your constituents. That's
person
your
with
people you're representing.
upstanding
You're
moral
representing them.
character.
You're representing them. You get elected to represent them. You go past legislation by what your people want you to do. Do you think your people want you to go to Cancun when it snows? And over 100 people, how many people died in that shit? Like
A lot of
I thought
people.
it was like a few. It was like over 100, I think.
And, people's homes were being destroyed because, well, I know of at least one family near where I live that their home caught fire because they were using a generator that malfunctioned.
Yeah.
But, people's homes were being destroyed because like it just, the power grid was out. So pipes
Just
froze. It was a
just to say
disaster.
just for somebody to say, well, what's Ted Cruz gonna do?
Well, what's he supposed to do
Why are you
about it?
crying? Shut the I mean, that's ignorant. That's ignorance.
Thank you, Audie.
It's not like a good point or um uh a solid reason why he should leave. Like he's leaving because he's a pussy and he don't care
It's
about the
just
people.
it's just a thing now to not care about other people.
Listen, it's spreading to be it's cool to be
It's
a prick.
yeah,
It's spreading.
I
It's
know.
spreading across the world. It really is. It's cool to be a prick, and you got to be some kind of a macho. I'm an alpha man. Roar. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, I'm an alpha. I can tell my bitch to go cook my dinner. That makes you a real alpha, don't it?
It's given
I
them the
just don't get it,
power
man.
to show who they really are, though.
It's so fucking weird, man. It's just weird.
I'm
We
just
live in a.
thankful for. I'm just thankful to when I hear from somebody like you or Wingstar or people that they're because you feel very alone in your thoughts about it a lot of times, especially when you live somewhere like I do. And
It's just.
it's like, yeah,
I,
there are still people out there that are not unkind and that do get it.
it's just like I don't like if you're Ted. If you live next to Ted Cruz, do you like watch him packing his shit and pulling out of his lot with his kids headed to Cancun or this time he went to LA or California? I mean, if you're the next door neighbor, do you say, "Okay, Ted, be good, man," and he just waves
So
back and
did he
saying
actually
good luck on your
go?
pipes and good luck on your heating? Like,
Did he actually go and stay? Like he did, he doubled down on it this time. He's like, yeah, I'm out
th-
of here.
this one, yeah, he went to LA or California, LA, and yeah, there was no legislation there. He just went.
Yeah, because even a few years ago, he had to hide what a prick he is, and now it's like, yeah, I'm
He don't
doing
care
it.
no more. He wins
So
anyway.
what?
He'll win anyway. He'll win
He went
anyway
to
because
Laguna Beach. How gay! See how that's the other thing. How
hang on,
un-Texan.
Mouse. Hang on, Mouse. Let me grab this.
His wind chimes were ringing. He had to answer it. Hmm.
All right, I'm back.
What I was gonna say is just how un-Texan of him to even do that, because we don't.
It's on
Texas
every,
pride is
ev
a thing, and to just leave the state because you don't like the weather, like what a
you live there. Yeah, you
gay
live
for
there.
you.
Yeah.
You're such a gay for that, man. The men here, they out there in their trucks pulling people out of the ditch. You know, th-
But
th-
Mel's, the problem is those same men that I don't know how everybody is there, if they're pissed at him or not, but for outside of Texas, it's a horrible look. If my fucking guy left here, they'd
yeah.
be they'd flip this fucking, they'd burn shit. Say,
Hmm.
motherfucker, you can afford to leave. We can't get your fucking ass back here.
Well, I think,
Like that's how a lot
I
of
think
people
like
look at it.
dudes here and stuff, they're just gonna be like, yeah, well, we don't need him. We'll just do it
But
ourselves.
well, here's the problem, Mels. He'll still run as the Republican in that district or whatever the fuck he's in. And those same people will overlook his
Oh yeah,
buffoonery because they won't vote for a Democrat.
yeah,
They'd
and
rather
they want.
die.
That's what
They'd
I
rather
said.
die.
They want him. He'll
Yeah,
still be
that's
around
it.
because he votes the way they want him to.
Sure. He lets them tote their guns around and go against abortion and all the Republican thingies. That's just that's their guy. So he knows that and he wins. And every time it comes up where, man, Ted Cruz, it's going to be close in this election, and he wins anyway. So he's probably
Right.
like, fuck these people. They're dumb and they're brainwashed and they'll never vote Democrat. So I'm good. Like Democrats are always going to get the votes from Democrats, but to beat a Republican in Texas, you better get some Republican votes. You know what I'm saying? You got to
We
take
just
some votes
need
away.
we just need more Californians to keep moving here, and so we can turn it blue.
I mean, uh, I don't know.
So, Potty, are y'all in the winter storm apocalypse
Yeah,
up
we're about
there?
to get whacked. We're getting every woman's dream about 10 inches.
Shit, that would be my nightmare, to be honest with you. But yeah,
Uh,
it's you could hear about 3 o'clock yesterday. It started. It was freezing rain, and
yeah.
it is loud, and it went on for hours. I could not believe. I was like, "This is eerie. I've never
Get
heard
your stray
this."
cats in, Mel. You got some strays around there, right?
Not anymore. Not
Don't say
anymore.
the ice killed them.
The ice killed him, Potty. I'm
Oh my
sorry.
God.
No, but I heard somebody's dog barking last night, and I was enraged. Like, why
Oh,
is
for
this
sure.
dog
Of
outside?
course.
And it's one of those dogs that you always hear it outside, so you
That
know
drives
they
me
were just
batty.
leaving it out there. Pisses
Drives
me
me
off.
batty. Drives me fucking batty. If I could
Meanwhile,
take if I could take my squirrels in, I'd bring them in, Mouse. I feel bad for my
no, you're
squirrels in the
such
back.
an animal lover.
I just threw out a bunch of peanuts because I gotta hide them all before the snow gets here.
They better. They better
I know. Threw
hibernate.
out two. I threw out some yesterday, and it was a fucking zoo back there in my backyard. There was like fucking 20 squirrels running around like they're fucking nuts and
Oh my
deranged.
god! If my dog was there, he would have been losing his ever loving mind. He loves to chase squirrels.
I got a little dog that does that too. And then I threw so today they were all gone when I went out, so I just threw a whole nother bag because they're gonna need them for the next 3 days.
He's this
I usually give them
squirrel
cookies.
warrior. I
I
need you to
usually give them
comment. I
cookies.
need you to comment in chat because you're going to be my other trusted advisor.
Um,
You're my
you said advisor.
yeah,
Hold on a
and I
second.
need another wrench. I want to have a couple wrenches.
There you go.
I'm deciding to add them
There
back.
you go.
Only
But
people that I care about.
but
I'm just trying to be dramatic. I don't know.
but
Oh,
yeah. So I don't. How much snow you supposed to get, or are you just getting ice?
hold on. Um. Also, every woman's worst nightmare. Just a couple inches.
Oh, a couple inches. A normal weekend this week, huh?
um. But mostly, we're in the zone where freezing rain and sleet are falling.
Gotcha.
So
That's bad. That's the worst part. Like snow,
yes,
you can drive through snow. Ice, you can't fuck with that.
right. So all the ice fell first, and it went on for hours. Hours, I'm telling you. I was like, this is terrible. They were right. It is
Oh,
happening.
that's right. You already got it. That's right.
And but it's not done. It
Still
stopped
getting
sometime in the middle of the night, and it wasn't just now when I went outside to check laundry.
it. Yeah.
It's supposed to start up, I think, later in the morning, and then again. this evening. So it's not, but I did think we only got ice. But when I went outside again and it was lighter out, I could tell we actually did get just like a dusting of snow over that ice.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I'm
it
about to go to
sucks, man.
Kroger. I'm about to go to Kroger, and it'll be like a club up in there. It'll be
You
crazy in
know
there,
what?
man.
This is because we live kind of by a city, and then there's a bunch of small towns. The small towns are the best place to go get groceries because they don't really run out like the bigger places do. I mean, like I still found bread and stuff, and they were saying that the Walmart in the city had nothing on the shelves. Like they were just wiped the fuck out.
I'm about to
So,
block Jasmine. You okay with that?
sure. No, don't you dare.
Read what
Don't you.
that bitch just wrote.
I will totally revoke all of your white knight
I'll just block you.
privileges.
I'll block you too. Read what
Just,
she just read what she just wrote. Would y'all hate me if I tell you it's gonna be 79 here today?
and she's going to the beach. No, I won't
Yeah,
hate you. But what
she's
I hate
blocked.
you
Well, she's
for is
blocked.
if you wouldn't let me come see you so I could go to the beach.
Shifty, hello, Shifty.
Hi, Shifty.
Jasmine
Shifty,
Star is now hard
baby.
blocked. Jasmine Star, enjoy your 24-hour block. Out of
She's
here.
just like, but I do say, don't put any blocked words in my chat.
I don't touch anything.
And
I don't. I couldn't do it. Listen, if I wanted to do that, I couldn't even do it.
honestly, the only thing I ever want blocked is if somebody's doxing or saying weird kid shit.
Yeah, of
That's pretty much it.
course. Of course.
Yeah, why didn't you say hi to Wingstar?
I didn't see because I just now turned this on. Hold on
Yeah,
a second.
Wingstar, that's why. I like how your wind chimes chime every now and then. It's so cute. I'm not sure where you live, Shifty, but yeah, it's burr outside.
All right.
It's
I gotta
burr and
run,
it's
Mouse. I
bullshit.
gotta hit Kroger. I'll
Yeah,
if you're
get
still
your
live, you gonna be live
supplies.
long or not that long?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, if you're still live, I'll come back up. But if not, then
Okay.
I'll text you later. Make sure you make it through
Yes,
this
get all
shit.
your stuff you need to do, and
Yeah.
get some treats. I bought a bunch of candy, and I've already eaten half of it. I'm such a fatty.
That a girl.
Yeah,
Okay. I'll holler at you. Thanks for
I'm.
letting me come up.
Of course.
All right,
Take
Mouse. Take care of
care.
yourself. Be careful down there.
I'm gonna try.
All right. Bye bye.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of putting my winter fat layer on. Okay, leave me. Don't judge. They were wind chimes. It made it sound so magical in his background. But Jasmine, I wish I was going to the beach today. I can't even. It is important, girl. It's the difference between life and death. I'm scared to drive right now. I don't even think I could drive anywhere right now because people drive like maniacs out here. You know, Texans are known for driving like maniacs. Well, just imagine when it's all slick and snowy and icy. Fudge. Should I have pinned the link? I don't know. But thank you to Potty for coming up and reminding me that always that there's smart people out in the world. Jersey drivers are bad too. They got a bad attitude. And that reminds me, I like when you do your little when you drive down that curvy road and like every season now you've driven down the curvy road. I like it so much. Also, she did a stow haul yesterday. If y'all haven't checked out Wingstar's grocery stow haul, she's having stew this weekend, which is delicious. And if I was there, I'd make you some cornbread. I'd make you some Jiffy cornbread to go with that stew. And I can't remember what else she said she was having, but there was a lot of healthy looking stuff. And I think it'll be delish. Yep, she had her stow haul. Girl, you got to get you some corn. If you need something to help you make cornbread, Go to the baking aisle and find Jiffy cornbread. Jiffy. Jiffy. Hi, R&D. R&D. And used to it was like 50 cents a box. It may still be under $1. It is the best mix to make cornbread with. If you don't make it, from scratch. I'm just saying, this is just a helpful hint coming from a true Southern lady. You get you some of that Jiffy cornbread mix. And if you can't get it, you let me know. I would send you some of that to try it. I'm serious. I love it that much. Trisha G. I love, you know what? There's just certain names that have certain vibes. Trisha is one of those names. Have you ever met a Trisha that wasn't fun? No, you haven't. Jiffy cornbread is the best, and always add a little bit of sugar to it when you make the mix. Ooh. There is a grocery store here that makes a skillet cornbread, and it has like they do the cream corn. Miles. I know. I tell the truth. I try not to ever lie. But I'm serious. Isn't every girl that's named Trish or Trisha just like so cute and fun every time? Now, I'm not going to say the names I think are not fun. Okay, I'll say one name that I think is crazy, but fun, but always kind of off the rocker a little bit. Brandy. Every girl named Brandy is a little bit crazy. And a handful of shredded cheese, girl. You gonna make me go make some. Actually, I don't have any right now. I think we're gonna have sausage. I got sausage. We're gonna have sausage. And the best, y'all gonna have to trust me on this because I know it's not gonna sound good. Pillsbury, or probably your store brand, they make frozen biscuits. Buy some of those frozen biscuits and you make them and you eat them. You will not regret it. They taste homemade. They're so fucking good. They beat the canned biscuits any day. Any day. And it's no more complicated to make them. And then you don't have to open up those stupid cans. Yep. It's all in the name. See, when you pick a name, that's why it's so important to pick the right name. All of my boys have names that have 4 letters in them. They got 4-letter names. But our point in doing that was we wanted their names to be short, like easy to say, but strong. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it. But if you knew their names, you would get it. Also, one of my sons, he told me that when he was in school, his friends would tell him that he should have been a rodeo star because his name sounded like a man in a rodeo. I thought that was cute. Hi, Brian. Brian, I haven't seen you. Brutal Mafia, I am staying warm. I'm underneath an electric blanket right now. Also, another good investment. Maybe it's a white folk thing, but I've always had an electric blanket. Kim K wanted her kids to all have 1-syllable names. Well, see this, my oldest does not have a 1-syllable name, but he still only has 4 letters. 4 letters with 2 syllables, which is interesting, huh? How did that happen? But if you knew his name, it makes sense to you. And all three of them, their middle names, they're named after somebody. We wanted every boy to have some, um, to have a name after somebody who's really, really special in our lives. So, although the third one that got named, it really wasn't that, but he was named after somebody. Honestly, I picked his middle name when I was kind of out of it after giving birth because we hadn't picked out the middle name yet. And I was like, yeah, just name him that. That sounds good. Man, speaking of Kim Kardashian, her daughter Northwest is her dad, like in a little girl's body. Like she is there to humble Kim and just like remind her who she really is. I think she is her dad reincarnated. Well, not reincarnated, but you know what I mean. It cracks me up. But I kind of feel North is going to be interesting to see her grow up and how she handles everything. I think she's a tough gal, and I think she's very intelligent, but I think people are going to be really hard on her. And yeah, I mean, could you imagine? She pierced her fingers. How do you even do that? Like a dermal, isn't that what it's called? A dermal piercing? Ouchie. Ouchie. She's probably going to have lots of tattoos and piercings, I imagine, by the time she grows up. But anyway, can you imagine like the combination of being the child of Kanye West and Kim Kardashian? Like, obviously, the world is going to be against you in a lot of ways. Girl, them dermal piercings do look painful. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. I didn't know she did that. She's really young to be getting piercings, but it's just one of those things I think I'm not really going to judge somebody's parenting on something like that. That's kind of dumb, you know? That for me is a to each their own type of situation. I remember being a teenager and wanting piercings and stuff so bad, and I'm glad that I couldn't do it without my parents' consent now. Yeah, yeah. Burns really put me in my place by getting all sad and calling me a cunt. What I like is my favorite part is when he started saying women are too emotional, and see, you're just being all emotional, and I'm over there like, what? You're you're emotional right now. It's amazing. Yeah. I wish Potts would have got into it with him. That would have been funny. Uh, no, actually, what ran me off the panel is I got tired of talking to a bunch of loudmouth drunk people. Oh, him and actually, a long time ago, Wingstar, him and Potts did get into it on here. And they both was cussing each other out. It was funny as hell. But guess who is the one afterwards that was apologetic to me and was like, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have acted like that on your panel. And that was Potty. Because he's an actual nice person. You were there? But see, Burns is one of those people that spends his whole day online, like fighting people, being provocative with people, trying to provoke a fight. They're just, him and his wife got too old to fight with each other now. And so he sits in his little room smoking weed all day, fighting with people on the internet. It's honestly kind of sad, you know. I mean, he has like a motorcycle and stuff. Like men his age are usually out like living the retiree life. Like, don't you think they're at the age where if you had been married all those years, you'd finish raising kids, like you should be going on little road trips with your mate, you know, doing fun things with your mate because you're finally retired. But no, they hate each other, so they don't spend any time doing that. He's, well, you see what he's doing. Andy Cruz, are you related to Ted Cruz? Because we're going to have a problem. We're going to have a big problem. I'm just kidding. But he did go to California, so y'all can have him. You can keep him. I'm going to have to check my laundry soon. Actually, let's go do that. I'm going to mute so you don't have to hear all my walking noises. But Crane, huh? Who? I don't. That better be a joke. If Andy Cruz really died, I'd be upset. You better be joking with me, Andy Cruz. This Andy Cruz's ghost that I'm talking to or something? COVIDs, I didn't know you were gay. That's cool. Ooh. Andy died having sex with 5 women. Oh. Well, at least he went out doing what he loved. Hey, I'm good. I'm doing I'm doing a chore right now, but I will be back. And by the way, it is sleeting and snowing at the same time here. So it's great. And I'm good. I hope you're good, Guns. Okay, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. Sorry, I came back all loud. I'm gonna smoke a piece of a cigarette, even though it is cold out here. I'm in the laundry room, and there's a space heater, but it is fucking still cold in here. We leave a space heater running just enough to keep it where the pops don't burst. I'm good. Are you good? Surviving the snowpocalypse of 2026. I can hear somebody's dog barking. But I've had to take Roscoe out. Obviously he's got to use the bathroom, and I have to stand out in it. Usually I can just open the door and he goes and does his business. But no, I'm not driving anywhere. Why? That's why I was exhausted last night. I got everything done yesterday that I needed to, because yeah, I ain't driving out here with these idiots. They don't know how to drive. But yeah, right now the sky is gray and it's ice pellets and snow falling. So fuck this shit. I hope you are good. I bet it's cold too where you're at. So bad. So yeah, what I was saying is we're gonna have sausage and biscuits. Buy some of those Pillsbury frozen biscuits. You will not regret it. They're super good. And I think I'm just gonna do something simple like soup and a grilled cheese for dinner. I like just soup and a grilled cheese. So chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup. Yeah, it's nothing that y'all aren't used to. Like it was 70 degrees here a few days ago. This is bullshit. Oh, it gives me something to cry about. So I'm a simple girl. I don't need anything fancy. Just give me a grilled cheese and I'll be good. Some grilled cheese and some chicken noodle soup. COVID's also, if you're still in here, I would recommend you get an electric blanket if you can't get moon boots to come over. I'm just saying. Now they have those electric throws, so like if you're just sitting on your couch, you can get a you listen to his greatest hit CD. I you got a strong stomach. You got a strong stomach there, dude. Okay, I'm fixing to venture back out into the wilderness. I'm gonna put it on mute. Okay, good news. I now have socks. Bergs is a sexy man. He definitely has like the big Jack Black thing going on, but like without the jolliness and cheer. I need to get my charger over here. Well, guys, thank y'all for. I was gonna stream longer, maybe hold out for Potts, but he's probably gonna be out for a while doing all his shopping. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna take a hot shower. Yeah, I'm gonna stay cozy. A hot shower and some sausage and biscuits is on the agenda. Oh, and some organizing. On the list, organizing, staying cozy, eating food to put on my fat layer. But y'all stay warm too. Unless you're Jasmine, she's already warm. Stay cool, Jasmine. Stay cool. Anyway, put on your warm, cozy socks. Enjoy being snowed in for a day or two. I'm just glad it happened on the weekend. Like, not while kids are, having to avoid school and all that. That's good. I hope y'all have a good rest of your day.